For my fifth journal, I did Lines Written a Few Miles Above Tintern Abbey by William Wadsworth. 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters, and again I hear these waters rolling from the mountain springs, with the sweet island murmur. Once again do I behold these steep and lofty cliffs, which on the wild, secluded scene impress thought of more deep seclusion and connect the landscape with the quiet of the sky. The day is come when I again repose here under the dark sycamore and view these plots of cottage ground, these orchard tufts, which at this season, with their unripe fruits among the woods and corpse lose themselves, nor with their green and simple hue disturb the wild green landscape. Once again I see these hedgerows, hardly hedgerows, little lines of supportive wood run wild. These pastoral farms, green to the very door, and the wreaths of smoke sent up in silence from among the trees. With some uncertain notice, as might seem, of vagrant dwellers in the houseless woods, or of some hermit's cave by his fire, the hermit sits alone. Though absent long, these forms of beauty have not been to me, as is a landscape to a blind man's eye. But oft in lonely rooms and mid the din of towns and cities I have owed to them. In hours of weariness, sensations sweet, felt in the blood and felt along the heart, and passing even into my purer mind with tranquil restoration. Feelings, too, of unremembered pleasure, such perhaps as may have had no trivial influence on the best portion of a good man's life. His little nameless unremembered acts of kindness and of love, nor less I trust to them I have owed another gift. Of aspect more sublime, that blessed mood, in which the burthen of mystery, in which the heavy and the weary weight of all the unintelligible world is lightened. That serene and blessed mood in which the affections gently lead us on, until the breath of the corporal frame, and even the motion of our human blood, almost suspended, we are laid to sleep in body and become a living soul, while with an eye made quiet by the power of harmony and the deep power of joy, we see into the life of things. The piece, Lines Written a Few Miles Above Tintern Abbey, is about William Wadsworth revisiting the Tintern Abbey, which is located on the banks of Rye, and feeling the emotions that come back to him. In the first line of the second stanza, Wadsworth tells the readers about the emotions that come over him when he first revisits, or when he first visited this tranquil place. He talks about the sensation sweet, as he looked into the image so sublime in tune with nature, and how it fit in perfectly into nature. He then goes on to talk about how this very place, in mid of din of towns and cities, and in lonely rooms, could have affected his mood by simply putting him at ease. Just the very thought of this place made him feel better and calmed him down, because it was so sublime and made him feel good. This really shows the reader how powerful that the very view of the Tintern Abbey and the thought of this place can have on a person. It is such an awe-inspiring power that it can just put a person in a better mood. Wadsworth was so engulfed with how the scene affected him from when he first saw it 5 years ago, that he forgets that this beautiful scene fits so perfectly into nature, and he lets his mind wander while he's there, thinking about the time that he spent in the city while away from the Abbey. The last sentence in the second stanza I do feel was very important because it says, while with the eye made quiet by the power of harmony and the deep power of joy, we see into the life of things. I think this almost sums up Wadsworth's feelings because with the deep power of joy that this scene does bring upon him, he's able to see an almost a mirror image of the Abbey's beauty in his own life.